Angie, how are you progressing in your career so fast, and how you've been already like head of division at 33 years old, when there are people, those who spend like 20 years in their careers and they don't move from point A to point B? Well, here I am today to share with you what is basically the most important ingredient if you want to grow within your career, and if you want to especially move from managerial positions to managerial position easily. So let's dive in. There are many things that basically are important in order to move from supervisor position to manager position, or from manager to director, and so on. However, today I'm going to cover one of the most important and help me personally to really move from point A to point B very fast. If you want me to cover all the points that helped me over the years of my experience, then this video would last like for almost 8 hours, right? So I'm gonna try to explain one of them, which I believe it's underrated, nobody talks about, and people are just like speaking about communication skill in general, but they are not going into details what they exactly mean. Because if you say communication skill, everybody can say, all right, so I just need to communicate, right? We all communicate on a daily basis, but we do not communicate well at all times, right? So I'm not going to talk about these general skills and so on. They are important, but I'm not going to talk about general skills. I'm going to talk about one which is most underrated, and it is proactivity. Nobody talks about proactivity. Nobody talks about how important it is to be proactive, not reactive. And what happens to people, those who are just reacting to the situation, they just stay stuck in one place. Because I will give you an example. If you're an employee who gets a task from his supervisor to complete a certain task, and that employee say, all right, I got this task, I'm just gonna complete it, and then once I finish, I'm just gonna go to my supervisor and say, here we go, John, I completed my task, that's all, right? This is something that you're just reacting to John's order. However, if you want to basically be out of average community and you want to be a step ahead, you should be actually behaving in a different way, and you should be saying, I finished my task, I completed everything, I did everything what is supposed to be done, and now I'm going to my manager and I'm saying to my manager, here you are, I completed this task, the project is over, I did this point, that point. However, would you like me to do anything else? Would you like me to add something to this project? I have a couple of ideas if you would like to hear, or if you have something to add to this, I will be more than happy to complete it. Do you see now the difference between first situation and second situation? It's a totally different game. Because John is going to say, oh, well, you're right, maybe we should just add a couple points to this certain part, and it's a good idea, let's do it, right? Can you do it? Yes, I can do it, right? And then you go and you do it, and you complete it, and then you come back and you say, here we are, we have additional points, everything is ready, everything is done. Would you like to check? Or would you like me to add something else? I actually would like to also work on additional stuff that you gave me last week. And I basically been working at some points, and I want to show you to just see if you like it or not. If you don't like it, we'll just remove it, that's it. And you know how John would be surprised and say, oh, well done. I haven't even told you to do that, but you did it, right? So do you see the difference? And this is exactly what I did over the years of my experience. I never was the one who just completes the task and say, okay, it's done, right? Give me next, I finish, I don't care, that's it, that's all, right? And trust me, even if you have a bad manager, even if you have somebody who doesn't appreciate it, don't worry, because at the end of the day, your hard work and your proactivity will pay off, trust me, because I've been in those situations. I was in a situation when I had very ungrateful managers, those who were just like saying, whatever I do, whatever I work additionally, they were just like, they weren't thankful, they weren't even appreciative, they didn't even recognize me. But guess what? I actually kept working at my best level. I kept being proactive because I knew it's gonna pay off. And of course, afterwards, there were other managers who appreciated more and those who were giving me opportunity to grow faster and faster. So trust me, don't lose a hope. Productivity is the key. Be proactive, and I cannot stress enough how important skill is. And it's something that everybody can apply. You don't need to be extraordinary to be proactive, right? You just need to be ready to do more things than others, and you will be on the right way. All right, if you like this video, if you want me to cover other points that are extremely important for career growth, from managerial growth to director level, then please let me in the comment below, and I will cover that topic, or I will cover additional ones that help me to grow. And until next time, stay ambitious.